Hello, Laura Paladin here. I want to welcome you to this video. I'm creating it for a friend who's an empath and is struggling with interacting with other people and walking away at the end of the day, or finding herself overwhelmed throughout the day with other people's energy. So this is going to be some protective strategies for empaths and intuitives to deal with other people's energy. That sounds totally crazy to you. This video probably isn't for you. If, on the other hand, you are an empath, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I hope that you'll find some strategies here that really help. There's two things I want to introduce. The first is how to set up protections for yourself so that you don't take on other people's energy. And the second is some strategies for releasing that energy should it happen anyway. Because let's face it, we love people, we want to help, and we end up absorbing other people's energy. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be talking about people that have sort of a tidy energy. So they keep their feelings inside their body or very close to their body. And then there's people that I think of as being messy. And those are people that their energy is just sparking in all directions, and it's like when they walk in a room, you can feel them walk in the room. It's almost like energetically they're saying, "Look at me!" And as an empath, as an intuitive, we just really can't help but not have our attention drawn there. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. So messy and tidy. Tidy people are very easy for us, right? Sometimes they can be so closed down that we almost feel drawn to help bring them forward and help them share their feelings more. But really, those people are not the challenge. The challenge are the messy ones. And the first time I started working on this strategy, I was 19 years old, and I had a job where I had to ride the bus to work. And it was frustrating because I'd get on this bus, and for, half an hour, I'd be stuck with these people around me. And I could, some of them were awesome. They just would sit in their little bubble and they were fine. And others were just like, all bouncing off me. And I'd get to work where I actually interacted with the public and I was already saturated. So I decided to create a bubble for myself. And so I spent that time when I rode the bus exercising my bubble, making it bigger, making it smaller. For me, it looks sort of like a clear beach ball. So I don't know why that worked for me, but this idea that energy couldn't go through it. You may want your energy bubble to be opaque. You may want it to look like a real beach ball, maybe a rain jacket. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you can deploy it around yourself and create a separation for yourself. Another really important strategy is to be able to notice the difference between yourself and the other person, because what we tend to do is identify. So if we're interacting with a person that's going through a death, we remember our death experiences. When we are interacting with somebody that's going through a breakup, we bring in our breakup experience. So the goal here is to do the opposite. So you're helping someone or listening to someone who went through a breakup and you're starting to go there. What you want to do is first start noticing the differences between yourself and the other person. So maybe they have blonde hair, you have brown hair. Maybe they're male, you're female. Whatever you can come up with, if you don't instantly start feeling a little bit of separation, start verbalizing those differences. So a way you could do that would be to say, "Wow, you have such pretty blue eyes. Having hazel eyes my whole life, I've always admired blue eyes." Doesn't matter what it is. Start articulating those differences. At the same time, realizing them inside yourself. You want to really separate yourself. It's called individuation. You want to separate yourself from that other person and start to really see the differences. Eventually, you'll be able to instantly recognize these people, the folks that are a slippery slope for you to overconnect and bring their energy in, those messy people. And a lot of folks kind of get in the habit of giving their emotional baggage to other people. And that way they feel better instantly, and then we take it on. But the problem with that is that you are not giving that person the opportunity to, but the problem with that is that you are not giving that person the opportunity to unpack that emotional baggage and start to learn about themselves so that they can shorthand it eventually. It is difficult, and it can be painful to unpack emotional baggage. But when they keep dumping it on other people, even if we take it and we feel terrible, they're not really dealing with the issue, and they come back around to it. So what I want to call this is intentional and active allowing. So you're going to actively, intentionally allow the other person to deal with their stuff, because by doing it for them on any level, you are stripping them of the opportunity to learn the lessons they need to learn. And that's not helping anyone. It's not helping them, it's not helping you, and it's preventing them from having the spiritual growth that they would have if you just let them do it. I know it's hard. By individuating yourself from the other person, and then moving forward with being supportive of them handling their own stuff, you really create an environment where neither one of you are getting caught up in this mess. I know at first this concept can seem strange, the idea that by allowing somebody else to deal with their own emotional baggage, you're not helping anymore, but you're really helping so much more if you can just stand with them, acknowledge the challenge ahead of them, and support them in handling the situation themselves. The more individuation you can do, the more separation from them you can create, the less you're going to take home, the less you're going to carry forward on yourself. So let's say you have you're just feeling really emotionally yucky, whether it's your own stuff or other people's. I'm going to give you just a couple of quick strategies for cleansing yourself of negative energy and emotion. The first one comes straight from Reiki. It's called dry brushing. I have a little of my own spin on it, but it's just keep in mind that all of this work is about intention. So when you put your intention to creating a healthy space for yourself, once you've done that, you've really started the process. So dry brushing is something you can do at work, you can do in public, you can do anytime. And what you do is you take a deep breath and bring forward whatever negative energy you feel you need to clean. So you're upset about somebody canceling an appointment, or you're upset because you're disappointed because somebody came in and dumped a whole bunch of stuff on you. So let's say just the name John. So you take John and you hold John right here. Just bring all of that energy right here. And then put your hand on one shoulder, brush across, down your arm, and then shake off. Again. Now you can do this outside on a walk. You just keep bringing that in, holding it for a moment, and then blowing it away. This is a very powerful technique for releasing stuck energy or energy that is upsetting for you. My favorite, the ultimate, water is such a great cleanser. And of course, we're going back to intention, so you can be standing in the shower. Personally, I like cool water. The contrast with my body feels more ceremonial to me, but you can use any kind of water you want. It's definitely about you. So you open your crown chakra using your intention and allow the water to wash through you, picking up any stuck energy and just sending it right down the drain. A neat thing to do is to imagine the color of the energy that's stuck. So was a person that you interacted with full of rage? Did you walk away feeling some of that rage? You can just imagine the color red being washed away by that cool water. It doesn't matter what color you imagine, how you associate it. It's all about intention. And then finally, during all of your interactions with people, love or work or personal or public, you can continue to have that bubble around yourself and keep yourself safe and separated just enough so that you know who you are and who the other person is, and enjoy those rare moments when we can just let those fall away and be with somebody that we can completely trust, because that's wonderful too. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, smash the like button. If you enjoyed the content and you'd like more, subscribe and hit the bell so that you'll be notified when more videos are uploaded. And please comment, let me know if there's some content you're interested in learning more about. Thank you very much. See you next time.